Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very amusing article. Former FBI assistant director says Trump could have kept hold of a foreign country's nuclear secrets because it had the highest price tag for classified info. Business Insider. This is absolutely hilarious. Former FBI official has a theory on why Donald Trump kept top secret nuclear files. He said these files held the greatest value to interested foreign powers and their enemies. He said countries would give their right arm to find out what the U.S. knew about their defenses. Okay, what would countries give to a Secretary of State who had servers? Now, let's read this. Washington Times. Hillary Clinton emails compromised spy satellite data on North Korean nukes. Okay, what would they give for spy satellite data? From the National Geospatial Agency, I believe. Gee, what would people give for that? Interestingly enough, Clinton had 30,000 deleted emails. Am I even accusing her of what they're accusing Trump of? No. Do I want her to be nominee? Do I think we need a Hillary Trump 2024? Absolutely. Did she commit crimes? Of course. You can't have top secret intelligence on servers. The FBI already knew Trump had classified data. They already knew that he had boxes. He was a former president, and he was negotiating with the National Archives and already gave 15 boxes in February. He didn't have a secret server network that nobody in the U.S. government knew about, siphoning and transferring classified data onto completely removed servers that were operated by people who were loyal to Clinton, not the U.S. government. Nobody knew about these servers. We can look at PBS, the White House. Obama traded emails with Clinton but didn't know account was private. Quote, the president was referring specifically to the arrangement associated with Secretary Clinton's email. Yes, the president was aware of her email address. He traded emails with her. That shouldn't be a surprise that the president of the United States is going to trade emails with his Secretary of State. But the president was not aware of the fact that this was a personal email server and that this was the email address she was using exclusively for all her business. The president was not aware of that until that had been more widely reported. Of course, that's a lie. Of course, President Obama knew. Cheryl Mills, and I wrote about this in the Daily Caller in the campaign email, says the president knows. Okay, I wrote an article about that in the Daily Caller. So everybody knew. There's not a person on this planet that believes that President Obama didn't know that Clinton had a secret server network. Okay, and if you look, ladies and gentlemen, you have to ask yourself. You look, okay. You look at it's really interesting. You ask yourself, why did Clinton have 30,000 deleted emails? Why did she delete the 30,000 emails? Oh, here, I was actually looking up the article I wrote. Opinion, Daily Caller. This WikiLeaks email proves Cheryl Mills and Hillary Clinton lied to the FBI. H.A. Goodman, November 1st, 2016. Okay, I wrote about that. There's already an email saying that, the president already knew. So there you go. And so this is Mills. We need to clean this up. He has emails from her. They do not say state.gov. There you go. And so of course President Obama knew. But the point is, and hit subscribe to this channel right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hit subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. If you want to give a super thanks, please do so below. And if you want to go ahead and support my work long term, my Patreon is below. If you want to read my writing in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post, the Federalist, the Daily Caller, other publications, go to hagoodman.com. I believe this is also on hagoodman.com, but you can read. It was a secret that, of course, President Obama knew, but you see, what they do is they hide within this very despicable realm of plausible deniability. So Trump, because he had boxes, is selling those boxes. Don't you understand? Trump is capable of anything. And by the way, like I said, I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. Did Clinton commit crimes with classified data? Yes. Did Trump? Not really. No. It's completely different. If you think it's the same, you're an imbecile. Trump is a former president. There's no precedent for a former president being indicted. There is a precedent for Clinton to have been indicted. Okay, as a government employee, you could say, well, Trump was a government employee as president. Yeah, but he had the highest level security clearance. Clinton didn't. He didn't have networks. He had boxes where he left the Oval Office with that he was supposed to give to the National Archives, and he was giving those boxes back. It was a glorified dispute with a librarian, essentially. Okay, Clinton had servers outside the U.S. government siphoning classified data, according to James Comey. These are James Comey's own words. Comey did Clinton in with the letter, not Bernie Sanders, who's a tool of the Democratic Party, but I used to be the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. They elevated Trump, according to the campaign emails. They wanted Donald Trump. Then they said that the Russians wanted him. Well, no, it was actually the Clinton campaign that wanted him. It's within their, it's in their own words. Their own emails do them in all the time. They're so corrupt. They're also inept, and a whole bunch of other. They have a whole bunch of other wonderful attributes, but they have everyone from Jimmy Kimmel to the Washington Post propping them up. So when they get caught with their hand in the cookie jar or with their pants down, oh, don't bring me up. I can't do. My Bill Clinton is not here tonight, but they have everyone saying, you can't prove anything. You can't prove anything. We don't know. Yeah, it's true. Technically, we don't know if Trump sold or wanted to sell nuclear data. The notion is absurd because he has $3 billion. He doesn't need the money. And if you look at the compromised political party, it wasn't Trump. Trump doesn't care about multinational organizations. He doesn't care about the sacred cows that say, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that pertaining to other countries. He didn't preside over 20% of U.S. uranium capacity sold to the Kremlin during President Obama's administration, according to the New York Times, where Snopes stated, well, President Obama didn't veto the sale. It wasn't Clinton. Yeah, but money flowed into the foundation. So, and then you had an informant saying, yeah, that was part of the issue, the money being transferred into the foundation. And then people said, well, that informant who testified in Congress, by the way, according to The Hill, that's just his opinion. There's no evidence. Meanwhile, if somebody says Trump threw his dinner at the wall, oh my God, he did that, and he wanted to overturn democracy. But everything I talk about is public record. It's backed up by reputable sources. The interesting thing is here, Clinton had 33,000 deleted emails. ABC News, why Hillary Clinton deleted 33,000 emails on her private email server. The bottom line, Clinton believed the deleted emails were not work-related. How on earth is that a rebuttal? So Trump believed that he could keep the classified documents. What does that even mean? So because you believe something, then it's accurate. You delete the emails because you don't want anyone to see them. That's called obstruction of justice. That actually is obstruction of justice. That is destruction of government records. And because we don't have the emails, you can't prove that there were government records there. And it's this conundrum. It's the Clintonian conundrum and the murky realm of Democratic Party politics and morality. They do the most absurd things, and then they say, well, you can't prove anything. Like they'll meet at the tarmac in Phoenix. And again, I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. I smile at that because I know that a lot of Democrats would be petrified, it would be very enjoyable to see that. I want every pundit on YouTube to tell their viewers on the left to vote for Hillary again. Hey, she could become president. I'd vote for Trump. You see, the difference between me and the apoplectic, hysterical, wonderful, highly educated liberal is that I would be like, I'm not fond of Biden. He's caused a recession, terrible geopolitical crisis. He's, I think, destroying the country in many ways. But I don't despise him. I don't despise Hillary Clinton. I think her policies would be terrible. They'd probably be better than mashed potato brains Joe, but her policies would be terrible. Her foreign policy, especially. That's what mainly the reason I didn't vote Clinton and I pushed for Bernie Sanders. Foreign policy. Her foreign policy would be influenced by Lincoln Project people. Okay, Trump opposes that. Okay, he got us out of Afghanistan, numerous other countries. Clinton would be even more militant than President Obama, who is almost just as militant as Bush. Trump, if you are actually a liberal or this socialist, you would want to vote for Trump, actually. But see, again, it's too difficult to understand. Record low in poverty under Trump, 2019, according to CNN. Fact. Record highs in household median income. Fact. And his foreign policy removed us from endless military engagements on the world stage. So tell me how that's not a left-leaning president on the grandiose issues. But you have an obsession over accusing him of everything under the sun. Give me your thoughts below. Hillary Trump 2024. It says all the hallmarks of a Clintonian public relations stunt, but then again, that's the way they play the game. The Clintons are, very influential. Bill Clinton was actually a good president in terms of the economy. Trump was one of the greatest. He was the greatest president of my lifetime for a number of reasons. Record low unemployment, real wages up, and also record highs in household median income in 2019, a record low in poverty, Doha Agreement, Abraham Accords, first president to step foot in North Korea, prison reform legislation, First Step Act, signed an executive order combating anti-Semitism on college campuses, moved the embassy to Jerusalem. All of these great things he did. Okay, renegotiated trade deals, hundreds of thousands of new manufacturing jobs that we needed, 200,000 lost under President Obama. And he didn't worship and revere multinational organizations and alliances, and that's what you need. When he said America first, Democrats, they put their pocketbook first. Just ask Hunter or Joe or Hillary or Bill. But what Trump was saying is you don't have to revere these sacred cows in foreign policy. But anyway, he's the last person to be compromised. You have a Democrat accused of having a romantic relationship with a foreign operative. I mean, anyway, give me your thoughts below. It's really interesting. Just at the end of the day, I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024, and I'd vote for Trump, of course. Give me your thoughts. Thank you.